Hi children, in our previous class, I have explained about speed and velocity. Also, you have seen what is uniform speed and non-uniform speed. Again here, we can see now what is velocity, uniform velocity, when do an object moving with uniform velocity and non-uniform velocity. So let us see. Now you can see here the car. If it is moving in the straight line, in the straight road, the car is moving in a straight road. Suppose this car covers 20 meter in 10 seconds. Next 10 seconds, that is 20 seconds, it covers 40 meter. 30 seconds, it covers 60 meter, and for 40 seconds, it covers 80 meter. So here you can see the time gap between each. 10 second, here also 20 to 30, 10 second. Again here also 30 to 40, 10 seconds. Here the distance covers, so it covers equal distances. 20 to 40 meter means 20 meter. 40 to 20 meter means, so each 10 second it covers 20 meters. So this car covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. Then the object is said to be moving with uniform speed. Isn't it? In this case, this car is moving with uniform speed in the same direction, isn't it? The uniform speed in a straight line. Now, when do we say when it covers uniform velocity? The car is moving with uniform velocity. The same thing, the speed as we said, it is a scalar quantity. It has only magnitude. In the case of velocity, it is a vector quantity. It has direction too. So, this uniform velocity we can define as if an object moves or covers equal distance in equal intervals of time in a specified direction. Once again, if an object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time in a specified direction, the object is said to be in uniform velocity. Once again, the object is moving with uniform velocity. Okay. So once again, if the object covers equal distances in equal interval of time in a particular direction, in a specified direction, then the object is said to be having uniform velocity. Okay. And uniform velocity velocity is the displacement by time. So displacement is a vector quantity, it has direction. So velocity also is a vector quantity, it has direction. So that is why in the definition we have to say it in a specified direction. Okay children, so that is the difference between speed and velocity. Speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. Okay, so uniform speed means if the car covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then the car is said to be having uniform speed. If it covers equal distance in equal intervals of time in a particular direction, in a specified direction, then it has uniform velocity. And velocity and speed both are measured in meter per second. Now, let us see what is the graph of this object moving with uniform speed and uniform velocity. Okay, so the object if moves in a uniform speed or uniform velocity, if we plot a graph between like this graph, here in this graph this is x-axis, y-axis, there we can say origin we will take, and in this graph if we draw the graph, here if we take time and if we take here velocity, velocity and put 10 second, 20 second, 30, 40 like this. And here velocity if we write, then the graph we obtain will be a straight line. So for uniform velocity, the graph will be straight line. For a non-uniform velocity, the graph will be like this, or it may be non-uniform. Okay, so for uniform velocity, the graph will be a straight line. That we will learn in next class. In class 9, we will learn more about the graphs. And now let us discuss more about velocities and the speed, that is average velocity and average speed. When do we find out average speed? If the object is moving with non-uniform speed or non-uniform velocity, we have to find out the average. Okay, so the average speed or average velocity will be we will find out if the object moves with the non-uniform speed and non-uniform velocity. So what is meant by average speed? So the total distance covered by the object by total time taken to cover that distance is called average speed. What is average speed is equal to average speed means total distance traveled. Total distance by total time taken. Total time taken or time taken to travel that distance. That is known as average speed. And average velocity means total displacement by total time taken. That is average velocity. That we will discuss later. And average speed you have to learn now. Now let me ask one thing. If you are going by a car or a bike, will you drive the car or bike with the same speed? May not be, right? In a rush road, you may reduce the speed, isn't it? Or in a very empty road, you can move a clear road, you can move very fast, isn't it? You can increase the speed, and in a rush road, you may decrease the speed of the vehicle, right? So here, what is meant by increasing and decreasing the speed? Suppose you are starting with a velocity 5 meter per second. With a speed 5 meter per second in the starting. Okay, start with a velocity 5 or speed 5 meter per second, and you after start 5 seconds later. 5 seconds later, if you see the speed, in the speedometer, your speed shows 25 meter per second. Okay, you started the journey at 5 meter per second velocity speed in the speedometer, and after 5 seconds, if you notice the speed 25 meter per second you got, and find out the difference between this velocity attained and the starting velocity. The difference between these two velocities is 25 minus 5, isn't it? That is 20 meter per second. So this difference between these two speeds divided by the time taken to attain this speed. Okay, from starting 5 meter to attain 25 meter per second, you took 5 seconds, right? So the difference between this speed divided by the time taken to attain this speed gives you the acceleration. 20 by 5, 4, isn't it? So 4 meter per second square, that is your called your acceleration. You accelerated, your speed increased, isn't it? The increasing speed is known as acceleration. So the acceleration is not the increasing speed in unit time. The increase in speed in unit time, that is called acceleration. The change in speed or change in velocity in unit time is called acceleration. Change in speed means what? Final speed minus initial speed. Final, the speed you attained minus the starting speed. Okay, initial speed divided by the time taken to attain that speed is called acceleration. So acceleration is the change in speed or change in velocity divided by the time taken. Okay, so change in speed divided by the time taken is called acceleration, and that unit of acceleration is meter per second. Why meter per second? Here you can see it. This also 5 seconds. This second and second becomes second square. Meter is here, so 4 meter per second square. The unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Now let me after starting, if the person decreases the speed, that is called, then it is said to be retardation. Opposite of acceleration, decreases the speed, then it is known as retardation. That is the opposite of acceleration. So how to spell acceleration? Acceleration, A-C-C-E-L-E-R-A-T-I-O-N. Acceleration, its opposite is retardation. So if the speed decreases after a particular time, the change in speed divided by the time taken itself, that is retardation. But the speed changing, this retardation is negative or opposite of acceleration. So children, I hope you understood acceleration and retardation, and today this much, and the next class I'll be explaining more about acceleration and retardation, and how to find out acceleration and retardation. We will see it by doing some problems. Okay, till then, bye.